The last two seasons have been pretty phenomenal. Back-to-back AL East crowns. That is not an easy division to do that in. A trip to the World Series, a 100-win season. Put it into perspective for us. How proud are you of this organization?
It's the organization beyond proud. Do it in the American League East. That's always the most defining part of this for me. The big part is really just the consistency of the success that we've had all along. We've been to the playoffs now 3 consecutive years, 90-plus wins or 600-plus base percentage baseball for 4 years. And it's really all due to the people sitting here at this table right now. We've been named the Organization of the Year in baseball for by Baseball America for 2 consecutive years. And we do believe that the success is sustainable, and we expect to have success going forward.
And you're not just having success with the Rays. You purchased the Rowdies 3 years ago. They have had back-to-back great seasons, making the USL Championship twice. How have you enjoyed your time juggling both soccer and baseball now?
Yeah, they overlap, right? So, and there aren't as many games as soccer, so it's much easier to follow. I go back to the 70s. My first experience with soccer was with the North American Soccer League and Pele and Chinalia, and I don't remember seeing the Rowdies at that point in time, but I knew of them as a team. And then to be able to purchase the team a few years ago, we have incredible leadership there as well with Lee Cohen and our coach Neil Collins as well, and they've just done an amazing job. It's sort of kismet, you know. I like to think that they brought a lot to the Rays side of the house, and the Rays have brought a lot to the Rowdies side of the house as well.
And like every other team in Tampa, they've been doing their fair share of winning as well. Yeah. I want to go back to baseball. I know you can't comment on the work stoppage, but you guys have a lot of championship pieces returning for the Rays. So tell us how excited you are for this season to begin.
Extraordinary. We won 100 games last year, which doesn't happen very often in baseball. We've got 2 players, Rookie of the Year, another one who is on the cusp of Rookie of the Year as well. As I said, the organization has been ranked #1 in baseball, #1 minor league system in baseball for 3 of the last 4 years, I believe. And we think the future is extraordinarily bright. And on top of that, when this season gets going, and ideally it'll start on time, we think we're going to be another 90-plus win team this year. And doing it in the American League East with the Yankees and Red Sox as well would be another great achievement for us.
You mentioned the future, and I want to reflect back a little bit. You've owned this team for 17 years. And in that time, how have you seen sports and sporting events evolve?
Yeah, they continue to. You know, we came in at the time with the idea of trying to provide an amazing fan experience. We had put a lot of money into the Tropicana Field, into the game time experience, as I say, for the fans, both for the, just in the way the music came along and the video boards and everything else that went along with it. And now, as we see it and it's evolved, our belief is that in-person sports and sports in general are going to be even more important going forward. People are more connected, looking at their phones. Everybody's got big screens at home. But we're going to need, as human beings, we're going to need live events even more so. We're going to be living in the metaverse, as you know, we've been hearing about, and we're going to learn more about that as time goes along. We're going to be having goggles on our faces in virtual reality and the virtual world, alternate reality. But we believe sporting events and unknown, you know, you're not going to know who wins the game, right? It's not going to be planned out like some other things you see, whether it's a play or wrestling, God forbid, right?
But so Titus is going to come get you for saying that.
You know. Sorry, we don't know what happens there either. Gambling has come into the sports, you know, a bit more now. You know, people are going to be gambling on their phones and whatnot. So having the live humans in front of you, these amazing athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, in football, in soccer, in hockey, in baseball, and other sports as well, but these team sports in particular, is something that we need to behold and grab onto, because it's going to be even more important for society going forward.
It's a great point, and I think a lot of people in this audience can relate to that, because when sports were taken away from us and we couldn't be at games, and that affected some cities more than others, I think everyone had that moment, right? And I don't know if it was any of you in this room, but when you finally were able to go back into a stadium or an arena, how great was that feeling, right? when you were finally able to enjoy that, as we were able to do in Tampa. So I think everyone was just so grateful to have people back. Last question for you. Kevin Cash is here somewhere. Where is he in
right
the
here.
audience? Right here. Kevin,
He's a good-looking
yeah,
guy
I
in the
can
front
see you.
right
You're back
here,
to me.
yeah.
Look, I don't want to make you blush here, Kevin, but here we go. Recently named AL Manager of the Year for the second year in a row. How much, hold on. How much have you enjoyed witnessing the journey that Kevin has taken with this organization and the success that he's had?
Well, it pretty much could have been anybody, given the other guys sitting at this table here right now, because they just put him on stage and he looks. No, it's Kevin came. Kevin is the second longest tenured manager for a team in baseball right now, and 29 other teams. It's almost incredible because he's still he's like a nice young-looking fellow right here. And he, he's grown up along with us, he and his family, and two of his two daughters are here, lovely wife, and to have them a part of the community. Kevin grew up in Tampa, a local fellow, and look, we had some learning with each other to do right off the bat, following Joe Madden, who was our manager previous to that. But we knew Kevin was the right person right off the bat, and he has gelled incredibly with our upstairs staff. Eric Neander, who's been with us now for 14 years, 15 years. We have long tenured people. Pete Bendix is here tonight, and Pete started with us as an intern. He's just become our general manager now. Pete started in 2009, I believe, right? Will Cousins is here, who runs our research and development area. People who've grown up in the organization, and that's the thing that we pride ourselves on. Kevin didn't manage anywhere before here. And he came along with some incredible skills and is able to work with the organization, and it really is it's an organizational effort and pulling all together to do what has to be done.
I think I can probably say that I speak for everyone when I say that we are very excited to see baseball get back to business again. So give it up, everyone, for Stu Sternberg. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you.